What's up? It's your boy Ghosty. We're here to speculate on the upcoming Chapter 30 release for Dead by Daylight, scheduled to come out next month. So we should be getting some teasers either at the end, if not the end of this month, very early next month. So let's speculate on what it could be. First things first, if you're new, please consider going down, hitting that like and subscribe button. Help the channel grow. It's just as much up to you guys as it is me. I'll keep pumping out the content like this. But with that being said, let's get into it. Okay, so what do we know so far? We know, per the anniversary stream that happened over the summer, that the next two chapters after Nicolas Cage, which came out in July, here is the roadmap. I have the roadmap up on screen. So we had Nick Cage come out in July, and per the anniversary stream that the next two chapters coming out after that would both be licensed, and both licensed with a capital L, as they said. So August came, we got a new chapter. It was Alien. I would call that a capital L license because that has been a license that has long been wanted by the DVD community, and finally able to get it into the game. But where does that leave us for Chapter 30? Well, we know that Chapter 30 is just a killer, nothing else. No map, no nothing. There has been similar situations like this before, where we got Freddy, we got Bubba, we got Ghostface, and we got Pinhead, all of which were just only killers, nothing else. And a lot of that is due to the licensing with the characters. I'm not by any means a licensed expert. Schmuckles is a great DVD YouTuber who does a lot of in-depth breakdowns on the licensing. So definitely go check his channel. Some of the information that I'm getting for this video was getting from some of his work. So I'll link some of his videos down below. Please go check him out. Great content creator. If you want to learn how some of the licenses work in a more in-depth level, I'm just here to kind of give my 2 cents on what I think it is in connecting some of the dots. So, license with a capital L, killer only. I think the first thing that would come to mind for anybody would be Jason. In a recent interview that the King does every year with Matthew Cote. Matthew Cote said that the next chapter, once again, they kind of reiterated what they said in the anniversary stream, that the next chapter would be licensed with a capital L. And I think the first thing that would come to mind, on everybody's mind, you'd think license with a capital L, just a killer, who would fit that bill the most? I think everybody's mind would immediately come to Jason. But in the same interview that the King did, once again, King is a great King and Polyester both did it, so I will link that interview down below too. They talked about Jason, and Matthew Cote gave a flat out, straight up no, it's not happening, at least not anytime soon, because of the legal situation. The Friday the 13th situation is been in legal hell for some time, and Matthew Cote said we don't want to put our finger anywhere near that, to where we could potentially get sucked into legal problems, and I can't say that I blame them. So cross Jason off the list unless they are pulling an ultimate swerve and it is Jason, but I just don't see that being the case. So where does that leave us? Well, the next kind of big theory that's going around online amongst the community is Predator, because with Alien, and Predator is also owned by Disney. They own both the Alien and the Predator properties. This could be a possibility. It could be. It's not a bad. I'm not trying to shit on the theory, but I personally don't think that's the case. I know that Disney has kind of tended to lease both licenses out kind of back to back, but with Predator, I feel like there's so much lore and so much like so much more that they could explore with that universe, with a map, with survivors in terms of Dutch. You got the new girl from the movie Prey. There's a lot of untapped potential in that franchise in terms of DVD. So I don't think that that's going to be the case. So we crossed those two off. We crossed Jason and Predator. Where does that leave us? What other iconic licenses could it be? Well, I'm here to tell you that my guess for Chapter 30 is Pennywise. I think Pennywise is Chapter 30. Is going based off of some speculation. Some of this information is already out there, so I'm just gonna kind of give a brief rundown of it, and then I will give my own kind of spin on why I think that this is a real possibility for Chapter 30. So, as we know with the King interview, so as we said, license with a capital L. You think iconic? There has been several interviews that Matthew Cote has done over the years where they have said that they would love Pennywise in the game. They would love to do anything with Stephen King, but Stephen King has been known to be a bit prickly when it comes to leasing things out. So it would be very hard for them to get Pennywise through Stephen King, but they don't need to go through Stephen King to get Pennywise. They can go through Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers owns New Line Cinema, which did the most recent It movies, the It Chapter 1 and 2. They're also going to be doing the It prequel series through HBO Max. But, so let me kind of go through and kind of break this down. So, in the video that Schmuckles did, breaking this down for Chapter 29, he had said that the rights for it were leaving Warner Bros. And going back to Stephen King. We had a very similar situation with this a few years ago with Pinhead. Pinhead went through the same exact thing where the studio at the time I'm spacing on the studio. I'll put it up on screen when I get to it. But the studio lost the rights to it and it went back to the original writer Clive Barker, but DVD saw the opportunity and they went in and grabbed it. There's a window which they would have to use called the use it or lose it window. And there has been a lot of things swirling around online in terms of, so we got the It series coming out. That's number one. McFarlane Toys just recently put out a Pennywise toy, which again is licensed through Warner Brothers. This was I just saw this a couple days ago, actually. I think this was the end of September 30th, I think. So they have a window where they can use the license and maximize the kind of profit through it. I kind of thought about it and I thought, why wouldn't they just kind of, they have Mortal Kombat, they have games that they could put Pennywise in, but would Pennywise really fit into that universe like would Dead by Daylight? Probably not. So I will link, Schmuckles did an in-depth video on this, so I will post this video once again. Use it or lose it window. And also Stephen King has also said that he is not wanting to return to the It franchise. So once he gets the rights back, it's very possible that we get nothing for this franchise for a long time. So getting it would be very hard through just Stephen King alone. But where is my own spin? So we got the points of the King interview, license with a chapter with a capital L, use it or lose it window. So they would have had to use the license. So Warner Brothers lost the license in September 2022, which was a year ago. in the same interview that Matthew Cote just did with King, he says that all chapters take about 9 to 12 months to complete. So the window would line up perfectly. And as long as they had a contract in place before they lost the rights, they are perfectly fine with using the license. So, with all that being said, here is kind of my speculation. So this is all very circumstantial at best, right? It's like, yeah, the timing kind of fits, but this is where it gets interesting for me. This is where I kind of looked and I went, So recently, Behavior Interactive had tweeted, it was in French translation of the tweet: "We are proud to have collaborated with Warner Brothers Games and NetherRealm on the production of Mortal Kombat 1. A big congratulations to the talented teams who brought this new game to life." So that's where I kind of went and I went, So me putting my own kind of speculation on this. What if, as part of the deal for Pennywise, because the times would certainly line up, what if, as part of the deal for Pennywise, that Behavior would help Warner Brothers develop the new Mortal Kombat game? Maybe we also get a DVD character in Mortal Kombat. That would be dope as fuck. Possible. Very, very, very possible. I think all of this is lining up perfectly, the timelines. So as long as Behavior got the license, made a deal with Warner Brothers from January 2022 to August 2022, so within the last year, 9 to 12 months is how long it takes for these chapters to develop, then I think Pennywise is the most likely answer for chapter 30. I think maybe it could be Predator, but when you think license with a capital L, the timing of it, the fact that if this isn't Pennywise, then we are likely never going to see Pennywise in DBD. I think that this would be a big notch in Behavior's belt to get this license. But we'll see. We got a couple more weeks to go before the speculation. What do you guys think? Do you think it's Pennywise? Do you think it's not Pennywise? Do you think it's Predator? Do you think it's somebody completely unrelated? Comment below and let me know. Also, I stream on Twitch 3 days a week, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So come by, hang out, and bring your DVD speculations with you. I will see you guys soon. Peace.